Hello, welcome to another LEGO Bullet review, Sheng, Yuan, and Lele comparison, as well as the official LEGO. I'll be reviewing these two sets and comparing them, and I'll also be keeping these two sets until the DQ version comes out, and I'll compare that with these two sets and the official as well. This is the Hulkbuster set. You can see the Lele one, the box is a lot smaller than the Sheng Yuan one, which I absolutely hate. The Sheng Yuan for doing that, because you're just wasting my space if I was someone who would want to keep these boxes. The Sheng Yuan one is also 10 Hong Kong dollars more than the Lele one. The Lele one was 80 Hong Kong dollars and the Sheng Yuan one was 90 Hong Kong dollars. I got a tiny bit discount from the shop where I usually buy it from, but that's besides the point. That's the cost difference between both of them. And you can see both of them have a similar front cover, although it's slightly altered. The angle is also a bit different. It pretty much means that they took toys and pretty much maybe they must have taken photos themselves, like pose it similar to the official LEGO box image. On the top right there you see Sheng Yuan's, I think, the figure face front 1-to-1, whereas the Lele one has it on the side, and different comic book patterns in the back. Again, it means they pretty much designed their own images on the back. 248 pieces and 281 pieces. Yeah, both of them advertise Super Jumper underneath. Heroes Superpower and Heroes Assemble. This side of the box is a bit different for both of them, and this side of the box is also a bit different. They're just using the same image that they use in the front. Down there. Oops. Let's pick them up a little bit. There we go. And on the back, you can see that they've also assembled their own version of that back image, just like a LEGO box, but yeah, all of the little details are different. All the angles are different as well. Weird that one would think that they'd just photocopy the official LEGO thing. Inside, both of them have a box tray thing going on. So with the smaller one, you got this, and there are some spare pieces. Where you got Ultron and Iron Man exhaust things, when they're flying and stuff. You get 3 of these, we only need 2 really. 1 spare hand each for all the characters. 1 hero jumper, piece of crap. 1 Technic connector. 1 extra piece of ammunition for the Hulkbusters, hand cannon, and 1 extra transparent arm thingy, which will be useful for some people. With Sheng Yuan, we also have Carl spares. Again, we have 3 sets of these exhaust things for Iron Man and Ultron, 2 extra ammunitions, 1 transparent blue arm, 1 connector for Hulk's arm, 2 blue transparent studs, only 2 extra hands, so no grey hand for Ultron. Actually, there should be one. I don't see in the box anywhere. Hold on. 1 extra of these 1x1 slanted pieces, and a green super jumper. So Superman would not want to use that. Both of them have the same type of sticker sheet and instruction manual. Let's see which ones. So yeah, here's the Lele instruction manual. And here's the Sheng Yuan instruction manual. You see, even though the box is bigger, Sheng Yuan has the smaller manual. The Sheng Yuan manual actually feels like the official LEGO one. The paper quality is, I think the paper is a bit thicker than LEGO, but it feels the same. It's got that laminated and smooth feel to it. There is no parts guide on the end, but it follows the standard sort of LEGO formula and tells you how to play it at the end, and also a bit of a gaming guide thing on the back. The Lele one just has a number there, Heroes Gathering. Yeah, I guess that's the same as a symbol. On the back, on the back it advertises its other sets along with DC. It's Marvel Saga, out there you. And yeah, the instruction manual is pretty similar for the most part. I had no issue building either one. From each manual you have the toy playing thing there. You even have a parts guide here, but I'm not sure the numbers are accurate or not, so As for the sticker sheet, here are both of them. I think the Lele one's a bit more rough. It's more the Sheng one is not metallic, the Lele one is. It's also a bit, yeah, the Sheng one's a bit bigger. And also has slightly pixelated edges, so it's like the scanner didn't do a good job scanning the official sticker, or they downloaded a slightly lower resolution image of this. The Lele one is overall smooth, and it's still slightly pixelated, but because it's not enlarged, it looks a bit better. The Sheng sticker is softer, and the Lele one is a bit harder. Apart from that, yeah, the Lele one's also a bit darker. So let's move on to the actual Hulkbuster. We'll start with, we just get the Lego one here. The Lego one, all the joints of course are consistent, because they've got consistent clutch power, but this Hulkbuster doesn't really stand too well. Okay. One thing I do have to note with the official Lego Hulkbuster, the head, I do have a bit of issue. It's like the gold didn't dry fast enough, and it's got little dots all over the place, and I'm not happy with that, especially on an official figure. And especially when, well, the Sheng one does not have that issue. Sheng Yuan's head is absolutely fine. However, Sheng Yuan's joints are all over the place. For the most part, it's fine, but his arms are fine, but his legs, I think this one's a bit loose. Yeah, these joints are a bit loose. The bottom joints are okay, but it means that it's not going to be completely consistent. I'll put Sheng Yuan. Oh, yeah. Also, these joints are black instead of gold, like skin colored, tan colored. That's a bit different. So I'm going to put him there on the left. Yeah, he can open just like the official Lego one. Just funky. Yeah, there's no pieces missing anything. And here's the Lele one. Lele's helmet is printed slightly looking to the right, so if you want to do a bit of animation, you can buy both sets and hopefully you have a defect where he's looking slightly to the right. No. His hands are smoother than the Sheng Yuan one, but his legs are a lot tighter than the Sheng Yuan Hulkbuster. I think maybe this one, no, it's a bit tighter. And the coloring is correct for the most part. We can also just open just like the Sheng Yuan one. Yeah, a bit more rough. The overall plastic does feel more rough. The more molding injection dots and lines all over the place, and yeah, it's just slightly more rough. And the print is just actually, apart from looking slightly to his right, it's also quite ghastly. So, with all of them, the official one's in the middle, and you can see that Sheng Yuan's coloring matches it a lot more. However, the overall plastic seems a bit like the edges seem a bit softer than the official one, and everything just sort of like, imagine if it's like a bit more blurred than the official. Lele is a lot darker in color, and definitely a lot more rough. You can see a lot more dots and lines all over the place. It definitely is a step down. As for the gold coloring, both Sheng Yuan and Lele look the same. It's a bit more orangey than the official Lego stuff. Sheng Yuan of course has the issues with these shooters. They don't really fire that well, they just sort of pop out, whereas Lele's also just fall out. It's even looser than the Sheng Yuan one. The Lego ones of course can fire quite well. So yeah, the grey plastic is pretty much the same. Sheng Yuan still has that issue with the plus shaped bars that you use for Technic parts. They're still a bit too tight, and once you assemble it, you're probably not going to get it back out anymore. Whereas the Lele one, all those joints moving quite smoothly in and out. Not to the point where the thing falls apart, mind you. It feels a lot better to build, and if I wanted to disassemble the Lele Hulkbuster, I have an easier time doing that with those bars. However, the rest of the Sheng Yuan pieces, the clutch is okay, whereas the Lele one again, it's got more sharp corners compared to the other two sets. We move on to the Hulk container. We'll get the Lele one first. Again, you can see there's a lot more molding and print lines on the plastic casing. This one is tight, does not want to come down. This bar here, it stays pretty tight, but the overall coloring seems to be accurate for the most part. The Sheng one is just as smooth as the official Lego, so if you want that toy gimmick, then hooray. If you want something for better animation, then you probably want something that's more tight. This one's very loose though. Just like the official one. The Sheng plates here are also a bit easier to rotate on the bar, so they're a bit loose. Lego's tighter, and Lele is pretty much the same tightness as official Lego. But these aren't loose to the point where they fall down, so that's fine, I guess. You know, it's just sort of there. Let me move on to Hulks. Hulk. Now this Hulk, yeah, I'm still annoyed that it's got printed toes instead of molded toes, but whatever. And also there's a huge ugly line there on his torso. It's just like, what the hell is going on? He looks like more like the movie Hulk, darker in color, has different hair, and he's got printed pants. That's okay, I guess. But the pants aren't even molded on, so they're pretty much really skin tight pants. It's like a super budget, cutting corners and meh. Here is Lele Hulk. He's been sweating a lot, so he's super shiny. The print is darker and again rougher. The molding uses the old Hulk style, so he has the molded toes, but they still bother to print it. So he's got printed toes on top of normal toes, which it's meh. And the arms are okay, and the hands move okay as well. There's a huge crack line down there on the top of the head. The molding joints just aren't plugged in too well. Also, the paint on the back isn't all the way even. The pants are molded in just like the old Hulk. The face print is okay, but the coloring seems a bit off. Also, can't help but feel like the joints aren't too good. Move on to Sheng Hulk. Of course, they're still using the old mold. They didn't print the toes, but they did print the pants. The printing is a lot smaller and compressed compared to the official Lego and Lele. But however, they do still have the Hulk, head articulation, or you can move his head. Obviously, with the hair in there, he can hardly move his head, but you can maybe just unplug his head a little bit, so you can just, depending on the camera angle, you can look from him on the side and it might look okay. But the option is there, and that's nice. However, the shoulders with the Sheng Hulk seem a bit squidgy, like it's a bit soft and like sort of spongy. So I don't know how long that will last. Like when you push the arms into the body, it's a bit iffy. Just a bit. Let's move on to the next minifigures. Let's start with Iron Man, since he's all over the place. So of course the Lego Iron Man are using the new helmet mold, slightly new mold with the dots on the helmet and the face mask. So he's got that, and there he is. He will stand there. Yeah, I actually find this Iron Man, especially the print on the leg, a bit rough. Lele's helmet uses the old mold, and it's very tight on the head, meaning that if I plug it on the head, it might not come off. Also, the gold is a bit wrong. Also, they've printed the whole faceplate gold, and when it shouldn't be all gold. And the figure right there. Yep, he's definitely got more orangey skin. This is just one coloring. The face print is slightly stretched and thicker. As for the body print, it's a lot brighter, but just the same as the helmet is brighter. But the print lining is out of place. That's just out of line. It's off-centered. Sheng helmet also uses the old mold, but at least it's printed accurately, more so. But the eyes look a bit weird. It's printed off-centered, kind of. Makes him look like he has a different shaped head. As for the body, I actually like the brighter color on the bootleg, on the Sheng. The head's not so good, it's a bit stretched, but and the lines are thicker, but it just seems smoother overall. Yeah, the leg print's just nicer than the official. It's a bit squished, but it just looks better. It's sharper, it's brighter. And And ho ho, look, second face print that's actually accurate on Sheng Yuan. That's a first. They started the second face prints in the last 8-pack of minifigures, but it was slightly messed up with some of them. But now they've got one that's actually somewhat accurate. So Lele doesn't even have that on Sheng Yuan, or Deku won't have that on Sheng Yuan when they release theirs eventually. Yeah, the Lele body is no comparison. It's just rough. The Sheng Yuan one is brighter than Lego. Also does not use metallic paint, so it's just grey. So that's a bit of an issue for some people. I think it looks okay because the lining is so thin that you can't really notice if it's metallic or not. And yeah, the lining is thicker. But again, it's just overall smoother than Lego's. I think Lego's print's a bit rough at times these days. I'm trying to put too much detail on, and somehow they're not managing to print it quite right. Next we have Ultron. All of these Ultrons have the extra red bits. I've just not here with my official Lego. Just put it in my cupboard. Okay, so Sheng Yuan Ultron right here. A lot darker. And Lele Ultron right here. Again, rough print, and the head is just wrong. I can't plug his head all the way in, so it looks like he's broken his neck, and he's just been to the hospital, so he's wearing that thing on his neck instead of just being part of his head. Whereas the Lego one and Sheng Yuan don't have that issue. Sheng Yuan's plastic is a bit different in color, although all of them do have metallic coloring in the body and legs and head. Yeah, the thin lining print. Sheng Yuan does use a metallic coloring, whereas it's a bit darker than the official figure. That's the back. Same difference there. The Sheng Yuan one is a bit, coloring is a bit different, and Lele just completely skipped the metallic print. I'm gonna get more light on it. I need to tune the brightness of this video when I'm done. But yeah, you can see Lele one, again, no contest. Lele one kind of sucks compared to the other two. Sheng Yuan is very close to the official, but still the coloring is just a bit different. Finally, we got Scarlet Witch. Skin tan Lele again. Now here, the Sheng Yuan one is no contest compared to the official Lego. The official Lego face is a lot sharper. The body print is also a lot sharper. The skin coloring on the legs is also weird on the Sheng Yuan one, whereas on the official it looks fine. Even the Lele one is more accurate in terms of coloring on the legs, but the print is just abysmal compared to the other two. And the same with the torso print as well. Lele's torso body print is just way off color, and Sheng Yuan one for some reason, yeah, her skin's also off color, and also they're giving her a little blue collar instead of the grey of the official figure. The official figure also has no problems with removing the hair and putting the hair on. The Lele one is quite tight, and the Sheng Yuan one is also a bit more tight than the official. Looking at the back, again, same. The Lele one print is all over the place. There's no red in the eyes, and her face is just off-centered all over. The Sheng Yuan one is very close to the official one, but I think it's just a tad bit smaller, and the coloring on the lips is a bit different to the official. Lele skipped the bottom lining of her jacket, whereas Sheng Yuan did still keep the little lines, and yeah, but they've missed the red lining on the back of the Lego figure. So there you have it. There's the three-way comparison of Lego, Sheng Yuan, and Lele Hulkbusters. Of course, the official Lego one costs a lot more than the bootlegs, but yeah, if you in terms of just Sheng Yuan and Lele, just forget the Lele one. It only costs $10 more, like Hong Kong dollars more, so about less than £1 and a bit more than $1 to get the Sheng Yuan one, so you might as well go for that. There are a few good things about the Lele one, but it's just not enough to get the Lele one, because apart from those few good aspects, the rest of it just sucks compared to the other two. So I'm actually wondering what the DQ one would be like compared to all these three. And yeah, the official Hulkbuster got sold out all the time in Hong Kong and most of Asia, and I just because it's got this mech, and a lot of Asians like robots and mechs. So that was the thing for a while. It was really hard to get the Hulkbusters. And so that's why every single like bigger bootleg company is making Hulkbusters, because they know it will sell like hotcakes. I don't know how well hotcakes sell. Point is, a lot of them will go. You can get Hulkbuster in the market right now. It's a bit harder to find, but it's it's available. It's not super rare or anything. In terms of price, the official one costs maybe 3 times, if I remember correctly. It was just about 3 times more than the Sheng one. So for paying 1/3 the price for the Sheng where the quality isn't too much below Lego, with some bonus stuff like head articulation on the Sheng Hulk, it's not bad. But for me, I'm still going to keep the official because, I'm collecting official Lego and stuff. But if you can't afford or find the official one, Sheng one is the way to go. It has the second face prints. It's not missing anything at all. And if you're like one of those people online who really like Dooku more than other ones, I really highly recommend you get this, because I'm pretty sure that at least the body print for most of the figures here is going to be better than the DQ ones, and also it'll have the softer shoulders, unlike the DQ figures which have really sharp cornered shoulders. DQ might have a better printed Scarlet Witch, but that's about it. Subscribe, suggest and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.